Hey everyone, so this video is not any sort of solution or any type of question solving video. It's rather a very um, general video where I will be giving a few tips that helped me raise my score on the digital SAT reading section from a 560 to a 710 in just 1 month. And I can guarantee you, I did not read more, I did not memorize hundreds, 200s vocabulary words. I did not do all this stuff. But what I did was I had a proper planning. Um, so let's begin on the tips that helped me and can definitely help anyone. So first thing is, there is this very like uh, suggestion that reading more is the way to go. To be very fair, it's not gonna take you very far. There's just so many different varieties of questions that or different types of poems or tones that the digital SAT questions might have in the reading and writing section. So it's not just enough to increase reading skills. Yes, reading can definitely be helpful, and it is definitely going to increase the fluency by which you attempted the questions. But saying that it would like somehow magically improve your score isn't always true. What I suggest is grinding loads and loads of questions. I think um, for my first attempt where I had received 560, I like only practiced 20 questions, 30 questions for each section of the English part, and I just like prepared for a week at maximum 5 to 6 days, and it's, to be honest, not enough. And the other second misconception is you have to learn thousands of words, new words, vocabs and stuff. But honestly, the words that are available in Google, in many websites, or many YouTube channels which say that um, these words are going to give you uh, a guaranteed raise in your score, that's not true. Why? This is because the digital SAT questions aren't gonna give you the words that you will easily find in a website or in Google or just in a like handbook or any type of websites. The words that are there are never going to appear on your main exam except for a few lucky cases. That's once in like 20-30 occasions, so that's not going to help. What's going to help you is something that I realized late, but I did practice for once and 2 weeks, and I will give or like provide more videos on this specific topic. That memorize a few common prefixes and suffixes, the starting and the endings of that word make words. If you can use those suffixes and prefixes to generate the meaning by looking at the word, that is all you need to do. Even if you can understand one part of a word, you can easily like generate the meaning of that word. Because we have to be real here, the digital SAT has infinite amount of words that it can give or make you solve on that exam hall. Like there is no guarantee that this will come, that will come. So that is why what I say is rather focus on the suffixes and prefixes. I will be coming up with more videos for this specific part, which is very important. But this is like primarily a general tips kind of a video that I wanted to make. The most important thing is I believe there is one part where you have to have a near perfect score, which is on the standard English conventions, the grammar section, and also the transitions part. These are two parts which you have been learning from a very small age. Grammar, we have everyone learned. Transitions, we have like all of us have once or many times seen it throughout our life from childhood to high school. So the like those are the two parts where you have to have near perfect scores. Like in each module, there are 27 questions. The first 15 to 16 questions are comprehension based, the evidence based, inferences, stuff like that. But the last 10 to 12 questions are your transitions, standard English conventions, and rhetorical synthesis. I will also bring up another video where I will say how to get perfect um, scores for the rhetorical synthesis, because this I think are the three sections where you have to ace them. But even if you can't do it for the transitions and the rhetorical synthesis, the grammar part, the 8 to 9 grammar questions or 7 to 9 grammar questions that appear on the digital SAT, you just have to be near perfect. And if you can't do that, it's going to be very tough to achieve anything above 700, which is becoming a norm for college applications. You need a high score on both the modules. I know maths is pretty much like easy for most people. I think the people who struggle, if they practice 1 month or 2 months, even they like grasp all the main concepts quite fast. But English, there is just so much that you can actually gain or learn. It's not about reading more, it's more about practicing, and every question you get correct or every question you get wrong, you have to analyze them. Even the correct ones you have to analyze, was it like let's say you guessed an option and it became correct, and you were thinking, yeah, I got a hard question correct, but that's not actually true. That was a guess, and you need to see why you were struggling with that question, what skill it was testing, and practice more on those skills. Make a table, a chart on the spreadsheet, and just analyze for each section. That, let's say you've solved 10 inferences question today, 10 let's say rhetorical synthesis today, you have gotten 9 correct for rhetorical synthesis, there's only 5 correct for the inferences. So analyze why you're struggling so much, and also analyze why you are so good at the rhetorical synthesis but you have done one mistake which you shouldn't have. So I think analysis is such an important thing. Grinding and analyzing every single question you do is the like most crucial part of the digital SAT preparations, and this is what helped me, and this can definitely help you. So I will give a summary of everything at the very end of the video. So I will be coming up with tips and strategies for the harder parts, and also the grammar, transitions, those parts. I will break each part down in my next videos that are upcoming, and I will show why and how to attempt this question, why you should attempt it this way and not any other way, or if there are like different options to attempt different types of questions, I will do that too. So just to say again, reading more is not sufficient, and learning more vocabulary is not sufficient. You have to learn the prefixes and suffixes, and also you have to master a near perfect score on the standard English conventions. And yes, I hope this video was helpful, and at the end I'm just giving a summary. So as I always say, peace